Shalom Akim, Kahalayim La Yahabashim Yashabashim Hakudash, and double honors to Grams and Apostles. Thadi Shah for the strength and all to make this video, and Yaratazar that you also edified too. I just wanted to make another video on it was on this EATR robot that I think Reed Elder was speaking on there. I know Sam Noah mentioned something too. But yeah, man, I decided, okay, let me make a video on it, do some searching up, and because I remember seeing a clip based on that, and Yaratazar play another clip, read the article, and just bring out some information based on it, man. But these machines, these robots, there are robots that are out there, of course, really to ensure or to enforce martial law, and also the robots of which will be used to clear the deletion of bodies, so of course that time is very close. We're really in that time. We just need that right scenario, that right event to just trigger the whole thing. That's really what it comes down to. So let's begin.
Today, but do you have the will to do this work? That's what the Lord is looking at. The Lord is going to be looking at perfection of those that have did his work. So they're not going to bend for salvation. But where they are going to bend is in the soil. It's smoked up in it. Yeah, they're going to be fertilized. Like you got this bitch on, what's her name, Kathy on show, the governor of New York. She was talking about how she wants to turn human compost into fertilizer.
So take their bodies into
fertilizer. Yep.
Human.
Have you got a robot for that? I don't know about that.
Yeah, a robot. Heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's cool, but it gathers up dead bodies.
It's called EATR as well. EATR.
Esau's wicked.
Cool. Yeah, the brother Nawala mentioned, the machine is called EATR, man. EATR, energetically autonomous tactical robot, which I'm gonna get some information, just bear with me. I'm gonna get some information, but prior to that, let me because it's all leading up to that. As I named it, the tech, his tech is a foundation for his technocratic system, aka the beast system. So let me get some presets, and after that I'm gonna get some information on the EATR machine as well. And whenever we mention the beast system, this is what we're talking about here. So Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Hence why you always see them sixes with Esau's major companies, man. For example, like Google Chrome, the 3 6s blending into each other. Certain other places as well, the sixes are there. They always use it, especially in news articles too. But nevertheless, with that, the key point is the mark there. That's what will be used in order for people to participate in Esau's kingdom, in the society, the pinnacle of his kingdom before he falls. So that's what we mean by the technocratic system, the beast system. Let me get this one as well, because with all these machines, Esau has a purpose to each and every one of them. Black Mirror, I remember there was also an episode where there was this machine robot. It was a grayscale episode, which means it was in black, white, grey in terms of its color scheme and variations of it. And there was this robot dog, man, that was pretty much programmed to kill. So these humans were then these humans were in a state where they had to run from it, escape from it. And that was a challenge, man, from the way it looked. I believe it was Black Mirror, one of those seasons. So this is Genesis 3 and 1, to explain Esau's nature. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Now, of course, this is a metaphor for Esau, Edom. The serpent isn't an actual animal that's talking about here. It's a metaphorical meaning that's talking about, these Edomites. their philosophies. So now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh, the Most High, has created. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. Now the reason why I brought out is simply because of the first part of the verse. Now the serpent, again referring to Esau, Edom, was more subtle than any beast of the field. Now let's get to the word subtle. Because Esau always likes to do things gradually, like, kind of the way a snake goes side to side slowly before it then it props up and then strikes, especially with the cobra form, the cobra serpent snake. Now, subtle.
Strong's H 6175. Arum. Arum. The second entry. Arom. Arom.
So arum or arum, in this modern Hebrew here, but it means subtle. Means it says subtle, shrewd, craft, sly, sensible. So it says crafty, sly, sensible, man. So of course, Esau always has a very keen eye for things. You could say that in terms of being shrewd and crafty for his intention, which is really in wickedness. So that's what it means for crafty, man. Let me get a definition of shrewd quickly. And that's the robot, by the way, the EATR robot. There was an article here. Hold on. Try to zoom in. But yeah, that's the robot right there, on the left side. It says the military made a robot that can eat organisms for fuel. We completely understand the public's concern about futuristic robots feeding on a human population, but that is not our mission. Is a sentence no one should ever have to say, ever have had to say. But yeah, Esau's got his intentions, man. That's to clear up all the dead bodies, man. So of course he's gonna create machines to create all of this. Of course, that's also another, I guess, prototype you can call it. I believe they wanted to use it for space travel and all that stuff, but I already got an article lined up. Let me get the definition quickly. Just hold on. So the definition of shrewd. Define shrewd. To be shrewd, because that's like a synonym to being subtle. So to be shrewd, it says having or showing a clever awareness or resourcefulness, especially in practical matters. So of course, Mosiah has blessed Esau, Edom, the fatness of the earth, and also obviously the knowledge as well, to be able to create his technology, to be able to enforce his technocratic system. So again, shrewd, having or showing a clever awareness or resourcefulness, especially in practical matters. Remember, it's given the fatness of the earth, man, so he's able to do this stuff. So yeah, that's the root word for subtle. That's why I was bringing it out. Now, let's see. Let me get to the article now. So yeah, this is from, robotictechnologyinc.com. It says here, I'll read the first two paragraphs, which is the key part here, really. Now, it says here, energetically autonomous tactical robot, which is EATR, EATR project. It says we originated the concept of EATR in 2003, and the project was sponsored as a Phase 2 Small Business Innovation Research, so SBIR. Project by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. The project is advancing towards Phase 2 enhancements and Phase 3 commercialization with assistance from our teaming partners, Elbit System of America and Boeing Corporation. Additional teaming partners will be joining soon. And so the purpose of the energetically autonomous tactical robot, EATR, patent pending project is to develop and demonstrate an autonomous, which means it runs on its own, robotic platform able to perform long range, long endurance missions without the need for manual or conventional refueling, which would otherwise preclude the ability of the robot to perform such missions. The system obtains its energy by foraging, engaging in biologically inspired, organism-like energy harvesting behavior, which is the equivalent of eating. It can find, ingest, and extract energy from biomass in the environment and other organically based energy sources. And biomass, that includes humans as well, by the way. Let's even search the definition of biomass right there. Define biomass. Hold on. All right, I'm going to just read this one. So, biomass is a term used in several contexts. In ecology, it refers to total mass of living biological organisms. Are we not living biological organisms? That's what humans are. That's what we are. In a given area or ecosystem at a specific time. So as it says there, total mass of living biological organisms, man. Let's see if I can see another one as well. No, let me type up this definition. Point is already proven. I'm just typing this to see if there's further clarity. It says biomass is organic material derived from living or recently living organisms. That's what we are as well, including plants, animals, and their byproducts, their wastes. It says it encompasses a wide range of materials such as wood, crop residues, manure, food waste, and other biological waste from agriculture, forestry, and industrial processes. So yeah, as I said there, living organisms, man, that's what biomass includes. So of course, it's capable of also eating humans, hence the ironic name of EATR, EATR, energetically autonomous tactical robots. So something I was gonna do. Yeah, that was a robot there. Now let's get this. The system obtains its energy from foraging, engaging biologically inspired organism-like energy harvesting behavior, which is the equivalent of eating. It can ingest and extract energy from biomass in the environment. Again, that's living organisms such as ourselves. It's not just animals. It's not just plants as well. From biomass in the environment and other organically based energy sources, as well as use conventional and alternative fuels such as gasoline, heavy fuel, kerosene, diesel, propane, coal, cooking oil, and solar when suitable. So yeah, that's the competency of this machine right here. So let's get this. Actually, let me get another video as well. Pretty much says the same thing, but this is another clip that I found as well. It says, "Why make a people eating robot by decoy voice?" So it says video of China's technological advancements are worrying, especially since we are now seeing footage similar to the EATR bot. So it's not even the actual EATR bot, but it's similar. Because remember, the actual EATR bot, energetically autonomous tactical robot, as we read in the article previously, was made or worked on between 2003 to 2009. That was cancelled as rumors circulated it could devour humans to power itself indefinitely. Matrix movie type of stuff going on here. Now the robot dogs are being deployed everywhere and the dystopian nightmare future seems inevitable now. Let's see this.
Now, I don't know exactly what China is doing here, but it does look awfully close to the energetically autonomous tactical robot, aka the Eater bot, as the robot could forage for biomass to fuel itself, but was cancelled in 2022 as rumors speculated it could or would ingest humans. but it looks like China is right back on top of it. And maybe this bot has a different function, but just like when Boston Dynamics demoed their robot dogs dancing, China went straight into using them to enforce lockdown restrictions.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point of the video there. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some precepts and then, wrap it up there. Because they say they're trying to limit or reduce the concept of humans being used to be food for the robot to be digested and used as an harvest energy harvesting source. But really, all in all, we're the same thing as animals, man. The only reason why we're above them is because of the intelligence and the knowledge Yahweh Hashem has bestowed upon us. Ecclesiastes 3:19. For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts, even one thing befalleth them. As the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man hath no preeminence above a beast for all his vanity. Now let's read that in the NLT as well for clarity. So Ecclesiastes 3:19. For people and animals share the same fate. Both breathe and both must die. So people have no real advantage over the animals. How meaningless. The only reason why I'm bringing out this precept is because of the simple fact that if they say animals could be used as an energy source, as we just read in the article, it means humans can be used as well. As it says here, middle part of the paragraph, where it says the system obtains its energy from foraging, engaging in biologically inspired organism-like, humans go into that category too, energy harvesting behavior, which is equivalent of eating. It can find, ingest, and extract energy from biomass in the environment. That includes living organisms. Again, humans are included as well as animals, and other organically based energy sources, as well as use conventional alternative fuels. So that's the point right there. That is the point. As it says in the NLT, Ecclesiastes 3:19, for people and animals share the same fate. Both breathe and both must die. So people have no real advantage over the animals. How meaningless. So again, it just serves the point that humans can be used as well as animals. And then we get this final precept as well, and then we'll close it out. So Psalm 64 and verse 6, the mindset of Esau Edom. Psalm 64:6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. You see, he's got the knowledge, that Yahweh Hashem has blessed him. He's done his research and, searching out the earth, and he's also done his experiments as well, which is part of that diligent search as well, to accomplish his agenda. So these machines, he has a purpose to them. So anyways, I'm end of the Shalom Akim Yahweh Hashem Shabrak. Once more, double honest agreements and apostles. Shalom.